Hello students. So this is the continuation of previous lecture in which we have studied about well hydraulics, how the water is we are going to drawn and how the what is the hydraulics of well when we are drawing the water from a particular well. So now we have come at a stage so we have learned all the theories and now it is the time to apply those theories to develop the discharge equation for a well. So let us see first the confined flow. Confined flow means the aquifer will be confined. So whatever derivation we are going to use, so this will be under steady flow condition. Steady flow when we are going to achieve in well when the water the discharge is at optimum level. That is the we cannot exceed that value that the from 0 to a particular well, as we have discussed in previous lecture, that the discharge will not going to exceed infinitely. At a particular limit it will stop and it will be become constant. Okay, so then we are going to achieve the steady flow condition. So in the figure you can see this is the aquifer till this is the aquifer of width b. Okay, and we have this well is here, well diameter is rw, 2 rw, the and we are taking two different points. Okay, one is h1 and other one is the water level at h1 and h2. So these are the wells we have drawn. So before putting the limits we have to generalize this the flow equation. So what does Darcy law say? V is proportional to I and I is dH by dr. Because the flow is radial, so the head is varying in radial direction. When this a gradient is multiplied with hydraulic conductivity, then it will become the velocity as told by Darcy. So this velocity is the water is flowing in which area we have to check. So the area will be, so we are taking this area the at r distance from the center of well. So how much area will it be? So the well will be in cylindrical shape. Okay, so this is 2 pi r. Okay, and the width is b. So what is this area? 2 pi r into b, perimeter into the width of the well. So through this area water is flowing. Okay, so water is not going to flow from bottom because this is impervious aquiclude as shown in the figure. So q will be area into velocity. Simple. Q is what? Velocity multiplied by the area through which this velocity is of flow is there. Okay, now this is that equation, q is equal to a into v. So now we are that small like element will be there, dr and dh. So we are separating the variables dh in terms of dr we are representing. Now we will simply integrate and what we are going to do, we will put the limit is like any, it is the generalized equation will be this. Okay, so q, this the constant term will come out of the integration and ln like integral dr upon r will be ln r and dh will be simply delta h, that will become h2 minus h1. At h2 the radius is r2 and h1 radius is r1. So this is the equilibrium equation for the steady flow in confined aquifer, and this equation is popularly known as Thiem's equation. Okay, So this is not very complex. Simply we have written the velocity through the infinitesimal small area of having width v and radius r, and we have term as per Darcy law we can express velocity in terms of gradient. So simply we have done that only. So I hope you have get it. Now let us see what is going to happen if the flow is unconfined. Okay, unconfined flow. So there the what is the difference actually? In confined flow the width is fixed. This width is fixed. The aquifer is properly defined at this is the limit of this aquifer. But in case of unconfined aquifer, the like base is fixed, but the upper limit is at the ground water table. So again, but so let us discuss like how we are going to derive for this condition, particular condition. So for like let us assume random like variable h. Okay, h is the head water head available. Now so this will be the area through which h like r will be here and both side r, so 2r. So diameter of that element will be 2r. So 2 pi r. Now the at the place of b h will be there because we are considering this much area. So b will be replaced by h. So nothing is like there, just we have to separate the variables. So now here in place of because dh h into dh will be there. In previous case that h was b, so it was constant, so it was not there. But now this is not like that, the previous case. So simply there will be h into dh. So h dh will be h square by 2. So 2 and 2 will get cancel out. So you can see the equation here. Final equation is this is the final equation. Q is equal to pi k h2 square minus h1 square divided by ln r2 by r1. So this is equilibrium equation for a well in an unconfined aquifer, and this equation is termed as Dupit's equation. Here it was 2 pi r kb h2 minus h1 and divided by ln r2 by r1. So both formulas are quite similar, except here h square term is there and there linear h is there, h2 minus h1 simple is there. So there can be many variations. So in a like if we want to express this in terms of drawdown s, so what we can do, we can just simply replace h2 will be h minus s2 or h1 will be h minus s1. So maybe in question instead of given h2 it will give s2 and s1. So you have to take care of these things. So we will solve one numerical, or I will just give it in assignment so that you can go through it. So I hope this is clear. So with this our this groundwater unit is completed. Now we are left with canal design or canal design of canal is there, I think. So that will start in next lecture. Okay, thank you very much.